Hello and welcome to Mr. A's Maths Today. Here's today's question. When you're ready, pause the video and give it a go. We are definitely in higher territory now. We are finding bounds involving subtraction. So here is today's question. V is 14, correct to two significant figures. U equals 8.7, correct to two significant figures. Work out the upper bound of L. If the question didn't mention bounds, and they don't have to, this would be the giveaway. These numbers have already been rounded. What could they have been? Bounds are always what could it have been. They've given me an equation. I think I said L, but it's I, that I think. I equals 5 multiplied by V minus U. I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to start off with a table. I'm going to calculate the lower bound and the upper bound of the numbers included in this formula. If you don't know what to do, always do that. Draw a table, give the upper, give the lower. You're possibly going to get 2 marks, and it's all about grabbing as many marks as you can in your GCSE. I've got a V, got a U. Okay, V is 14, correct to two significant figures. That means this number has possibly been rounded. That 4 has been rounded. I'm going to round it up with a second significant figure. I'm going to round it down with a second significant figure. Basically, I've changed the second figure down one. I'll put it up one. My lower bound lies in the middle of there. My upper bound lies in the middle of there. So I've got my lower bound and my upper bound for 14, which is the V. My lower bound is 13.5. My upper bound is 14.5. Could do the same for you. I'll do it down here. Two significant figures, 8.7. It's this number that's possibly been changed, this 7. So I'm going to add one on. I'm going to subtract one. My upper bound is there, 8.75. My lower bound is in the middle there, 8.65. I've gone through that quite quickly, but if you watch some of my earlier videos, you'll understand what I'm actually doing here. So I've got my lower bound and my upper bound for U. Lower bound, 8.65. Upper bound 8.75, probably enough to get me a couple of marks. It's all about getting as many marks as you can at this point. If you're ever stuck on a bounds question, draw a table, calculate the upper, calculate the lower for everything you've got, every number you've got, and you're going to get some marks. I want this to be as high as possible. We want the upper bound. What is the greatest possible value this could be? We need to think about it a bit logically at this point, because so far they've all been a case of either all upper or all lower. I want this to be as high as possible. And if you think about it logically, if I take the V as the upper, the greatest value, but I take the U as the lower, I want to take as little off as possible because I want to keep the answer as high as possible. I need to take a small amount off. So I'm going to do 5 lots V of the upper bound, the biggest possible, take it off as little as I possibly can. V upper bound, take away U lower bound, and I need to get my trusty calculator out once more. 5 brackets 14.5 take away 8.75 gives me 28.75. That is the biggest possible value that I can be. So be careful when you subtract. When it's a subtraction and you want the upper, you want the thing you're taking away to be as low as it can be. If I wanted the lower bound, I'd have picked the lower bound for this and the upper bound for that. So always give it a think on this type of question. I hope that helps. Here's today's challenge question. When you're ready, pause the video, give it a go. Pop your answers in the comments below. Let's get some discussion going. And don't forget, a little bit of maths a day keeps the bad grades at bay. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.